This segment is sponsored by Hale Marine.
But we're so lucky to live in an area where you can pretty much go out on your boat all year long. We have fantastic weather, and that's why we are here today at Hale Marine with Robert Hale, because we all want to be able to enjoy our boats as much as possible. But you know the saying, Robert, the two happiest days in a boat owner's life: the day you buy it
and the day you sell
and
it.
the day you sell it. But we want to make sure there are a lot of happy days in between.
In between is what we're worried about.
Exactly.
We are all about taking care of the motor, because that is the most expensive part of your boat. And we like to follow the manufacturer's recommendations. Yearly maintenance, a lot of people don't realize that. They think it's every 100 hours. But in our saltwater conditions, it's every year. You need to change your oil, your filters, your fluids, and have your motor inspected.
So Rob, you say come in like once a year at least. What do you guys offer when somebody brings their boat in?
There's a cycle that the manufacturers recommend, and it's essentially a 3-year cycle. So we call it the 100, 200, and 300 hour services. The 100-hour services takes care of all your fluids and filters and your sinks as needed. And 200 hours, you do the same thing, you're just inspecting a little more. And on the 300 hour, the 3rd year of the cycle, we like to really take down the engine. We remove the water pump, the spark plugs, the thermostats, do all of the maintenance that we would do on a 100 and 200 hour service, but we also change the impellers and, like I said, the thermostats and the spark plugs, because those things after 3 years of running have met their life expectancy according to the manufacturer.
All right, Robert, so how big of a difference can that make in the life of your motor if you do what you're saying?
In our environment, we live in one of the most corrosive environments for operating a boat in saltwater. Our salinity levels are so high that there are things that the parts may not break down, but if you don't remove the lower unit to inspect or replace the water pump, the salt gets into the bolts that hold the lower unit onto the motor, and you can fight to get those off and damage the lower unit. So that's why the cycle is there for every 3 years, is to remove things like the lower unit thermostats. You're inspecting corrosion inside the motor.
You talk about the investment in a motor.
Right.
I mean, if your motor blows, like what kind of cost are we talking about in replacing it?
It costs more than a car in some cases.
Oh
the motor is the most important part of the boat after the initial purchase. It is the thing that will cost the most and require the most maintenance through the course of lifetime. Now, with proper maintenance, you can get the absolute longevity of the motor that you hope to get. So you amortize that cost over 20 years of taking care of a motor, or 10 years of not taking care of a motor. So the motor manufacturers have warranties in place, usually from 3 to 6 years. And after that, it's really just how you take care of the motor as to how long will it last. People ask us all the time, oh, it has so many hours, how many hours will I get out of it? You never know that until you know how they've been taken care of. If they're taken care of, you should expect 18 to 20 years out of a Yamaha or a Mercury motor. And that's why we offer these brands. These are the most reliable brands in the market.
And you also have like a special kit that boat owners can take home with them and help maintain their motor themselves.
If you're a do-it-yourselfer, we offer pre-packaged service kits in the 100 hour and the 300 hour for Yamaha and Mercury. So if you're a do-it-yourselfer, you can come in and get your kit or any other extra parts that you may need. We have one of the largest parts warehouses in the Southeast for Yamaha and Mercury parts. So we can take care of you there.
And you're right here in Austin Bluff, so it's easy to find you.
Right, 1 block off of President Street.
All right, and so Robert, for people who want more information about all the services that you offer, what's the best way to get that information?
Probably the quickest way is online, halemarineservices.com.
Okay, we also have to mention you have a wonderful, I don't know if I should say mascot or employee.
Service dog?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Service dog?
Please introduce everybody to Rifle. Let's get Rifle up here.
Let's get Rifle to say hello.
All right, Robert, here's Rifle.
This is Rifle. Rifle will greet you if you come to the shop anytime you like. If he's not sleeping, he'll be out in the parking lot laying in the sun. He's a good boy.
And how long have you had Rifle here?
Rifle is Tim's dog, and he is about 5 years old.
What a good boy you are.
Not up for adoption.
But you can come here and enjoy
You
here
can come, everybody likes to
And-
see rifles.
and learn all about motors and get everything you need for your boat. Right, Robert?
That's right.
Okay.
This segment is sponsored by Hale Marine.